Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to click on my video. First of all, let me say please comment, like, and subscribe. I know it's been a minute. I was having some technical difficulties, but I'm here now. On today's video, I'll be telling you about a guy that I went to see in Charlotte, South Carolina after talking with him for over 6 months. This was years ago. For all the people that know me and trying to put two and two together, this was years ago. But anyway, I met this guy on the chat line, and y'all have to forgive me. I don't know if I'm looking right or not. I think I said this in my last video. I got to get it together, but I'm trying. I'm here. So I met this guy on the chat line, which was on the phone. Back then, the chat line was kind of hot, and I met him. He was a nice guy, of course. It's always sweet in the beginning. We talked on the phone for about 6 months and everything was fine. I went to visit him, y'all. I got new outfit, new panties, new dress, went to belt. I mean, I went all out, thinking that this was gonna be the one, I'm done. So I go to visit him, and he comes and picks me up in a cab, y'all. After he bragged about, oh, I got this nice car with rims and all this and that, but he came to pick me up in a cab. Get to his house, and comes to find out he lives with his mom after he told me that he lived on his own. Then he decides to get drunk. Y'all, he may have stayed in the room, not in the room, but in the living room with me maybe a good 5 minutes. I didn't see him. I didn't know where he went. He was just like, I'll be back. And if I keep looking away, it's because I'm looking around at all this snow that's pouring down, y'all. It is really pouring here in South Carolina. But anyway, he said that he was going outside and he'll be right back. I didn't see him all day, so I finally fell asleep on the couch. After a little while, I fell asleep on the couch. And when I woke up, one of these big old dogs was standing over me, y'all. I mean, this dog was so big. I just laid there. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to scream and make him bite me because he was right in my face. So I eased up and sat up on the chair, and his mom was standing over me as well with a chain on the dog, or whatever you call it, leash on the dog. And I asked her, I was like, where's your son? I'm not gonna call his name. And she was like, she didn't know or whatever, and she was wondering who I was. And I explained to her who I was, and she apologized to me, and for everything that her son did to me that day and for leaving me in the house like that. So he finally comes stumbling back in the house, and he just passed out on the chair. I don't remember, it was so long ago. I don't remember what he said to me, but he was out, y'all. So I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm scared. So I ended up leaving the house, y'all. I was walking down the street. Didn't know where I was going a bit, but I could see the train station in a distance, but I couldn't get to it. So I was walking, and I seen these people standing in the yard, and I asked them, I said, how do I get to the train station from here? And they was looking at me like I was crazy me not knowing that I was in a really bad area. They was looking at me like I was crazy, like, girl, what are you doing out here? Do you know where you at? Which I didn't really, you know. I was just trying to get back to the train station. I was going to change my ticket and everything once I got to the train station. So I was walking, and y'all, I'm afraid of dogs. I'm afraid of dogs. I had one that chased me when I was a little girl 2 times. And I'm really afraid of dogs. I don't like them. I don't care for them. I was considering getting one while they were small, you know, and trying to get used to it that way. But I can't do it. I just can't do it. But anyway, I was walking and I thought I saw a dog, y'all. Come to find out, it was a bag of trash. So I turned around and started walking back from where I came from. And in doing so, this guy came up to me. I had my bags, everything in my hand, my clothes, my phone, because I was fussing with the dude on the phone. He was like, where you went? He called me on the phone, was like, where you go? Come back, you know. But as I was walking, this guy came up to me and he had a gun and he was like, give me everything you got. Give me everything you got. Y'all, I was so afraid. I had my watch on, which was my grandmother's watch. And it was a really expensive watch. He didn't take that from me, and I was glad. But he did take my cell phone, my purse, my bag, and everything that I had, and ran off. So I didn't know what to do. I was crying. I didn't know where to go. So I was just walking, and I decided to walk up to this lady's house. I was praying. I was like, Lord, please don't let this lady hurt me or harm me in no kind of way, but I know I needed some help. And I knocked on the door. She didn't open the door, I guess because of the area or whatever. She didn't open the door, and she was like, can I help you? And I told her what happened, and she was like, well, I can't open the door. I can call the police for you. I was like, please do so. So I stood on her porch until the police came, and he did a report or whatever, and he was asking where I was from or where I was going, trying to get to. And I explained it to him, and he was like, okay, hop in the back. And I showed him how I found out that the bag that was on the ground, that it wasn't a dog, is when I rode in the car with him, and I was telling him that I turned around, and I was a few steps, y'all, from the train station. A few steps. If I hadn't turned around, if I would have just kept walking, I would have made it to the train station. But anyway, the police ended up dropping me off at the train station, and I goes in the inside, and I explained to the lady, the clerk at the window, what happened. And she was like, well, you gotta have some type of ID or something in order for us to get you back on the train. So I didn't have anything, and I didn't want to aggravate my parents about coming to get me. I was already scared and embarrassed, but there was no one else to call. So I called my mom and dad, and of course they were gonna come and get me. But the Lord just blessed, and he sent this Jamaican woman to me. And she was like, I don't mean to get in your business. You know how Jamaican women speak. She was like, I don't mean to get into your business, but I think you need some help, right? I was like, yes, yes. She was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for your ticket to get home, and you don't ever have to call me again. Just call me and let me know that you made it home safely. Y'all, I don't know where this woman came from, but I was so grateful. And she gave me money. She was like, you're gonna need something to eat when you get home, right? And she gave me some money. I can't remember how much it was, but she gave me a few dollars. And y'all, she brought my ticket And I got on the train, and the conductor, he was asking me, you know, what happened? You was looking so good and smelling so good earlier. And I told him what happened, and he was like, okay, you want something to drink, or is there anything that I can do for you? And I told him, yeah, I wanted something to drink. So he brought me something to drink, and he talked to me for a few minutes, and he was like, I hope everything be okay for you, and I hope you make it back home safely. It's just like God just seeing people in your life at the right time, y'all. That was the worst experience for me ever. I finally got back home, and I had to remake me a new person, everything. And my parents ended up coming to my house, you know, to see me. Y'all, talking about glad to see my mom and daddy. And my daddy gave me a big hug. He was like, girl, you could have been dead. I said, yes, daddy, I know. It was crazy. I know. He was like, you better not do that no more. I was like, no. We from the country, y'all. That's how we talk. But I was like, no, daddy, you right. But it was a mess. And it's a lesson learned. And I said I would tell this story that way nobody else does the same thing, because it's so dangerous out here, and men are playing games. And I've been through so many other experiences, but that's a whole nother video. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too, but that's another video. Y'all have to stay tuned for that. But y'all, I was so devastated. I ended up getting some of my belongings back in the mail. They threw my pocketbook out beside the road. I ended up getting a little bit back. All my cards, me and my son's socials, and luckily they didn't do anything with my credit. The only thing they did, and I was banking with Wells Fargo then, they went to the store and bought blunts and bought hair. But all of the money that they spent, the bank gave it back to me, y'all. Ain't God good? God is so good. But I ended up getting my money back, and all my cards and license and everything. But my purse, I never seen it again. The loose cash that I had in my purse, I don't know how much it was. I never seen it again. My clothes, brand new dresses, y'all, from Belk. Brand new dresses, brand new panties, everything. I never seen it again. But I got my life, which is the most important thing. And I got my money back. Luckily, I was banking with a bank that does do that. They looked out for me, took care of me. But the last thing I'm gonna have to say, and I'm gonna close this video, is be careful, ladies. Young ladies, if you're watching this video, just be careful. Be careful. Don't let these men fool you and tell you one thing and then it be something else. If you're going to meet somebody, don't go alone. Don't do it by yourself. I don't care how independent you are. That first time, do not go by yourself. And sometimes the second time, you just can't trust anybody. Now, trust your instincts. Trust your heart. Really get to know these people. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and look for my next video. Hopefully I'll have one out soon. Hopefully this one won't take so long to upload. I don't know why the last video took so long to upload, but hopefully this one won't take as long. I don't know if I just need to change where I upload at, but y'all hang in there with me and support me, and I'll support you back. Like, comment, subscribe again. Don't forget that. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.